Ready? Oh, okay. Hey, Jeremy. This is your big brother and your favorite brother, Dan. As you can see, I'm still in Montana. You can see kind of the background. Brad and Dad are here with me, and I'm filming. And we thought this is just a good place to film what I'm about to say. I just want to talk to you, Jeremy, about some things God has put on my heart. And I've had a lot of time to think because I've been in the hospital for about 5.5 weeks, looking up at the ceiling, kind of like you have had to do. And I've had a lot of time to think of some stuff. And I just want to share with you just some special memories that we had together and just some things that God put on my heart. First, I just want to say, Jeremy, that you have been my inspiration in all of this because me, you, and Scott have had to battle our own fight. We've had to all come through adversity, and we have had a lot of challenges. And I just want to say, Jeremy, you've been my inspiration to get up each day and live each day the fullest, because I just recall watching you in high school and in college when you would run track, how you would just give it your all. You would face any challenge. And I just was thinking, Jeremy, you're in your last stretch of recovering. And I just wanted to tell you that just imagine that last 100 meters of that track. That's where you're at. And this is your last hurdle. You're almost home, Jeremy. And I just want you to keep that in mind and just keep fighting, because you might not know this, but the whole world is watching you, Jeremy. You've had so much progress. It's only been 6.5 weeks, and you've made so much progress, and everybody's really excited, and the whole world is watching you and cannot wait until you get back and wake up. And it's just going to be a little bit more time. I just want to share just a couple memories. You remember last summer we climbed the Grand Teton, and I remember how crazy the idea was, and neither me and you had climbed before, and I just remember how God just allowed us to be safe, and how me and you had to be a team to get up that mountain. And I remember several times that you'd reach your hand down and pull me up, and then I'd go to the next part and I'd reach my hand and pull you up. And this has kind of been very similar to that, because we've had to fight in this together, and you've had to be there for me, and I've had to be there for you. And I just want you to show this picture. And before I show it to you, this was in my room in the ICU and in the hospital that I looked at for inspiration whenever I'd have a tough moment, or when I was getting depressed or having anxiety attacks. I'd always look at this picture and it always give me inspiration. And here's the picture. And this is me and you on top of the Grand Teton. And I remember how we just kind of embraced, and we were so excited to see the top of the world together, and that's the highest we'd ever been. And that always gave me inspiration, looking at this picture with me and you, and how tough and how a challenge it was to get to the top. And I want to share a couple other things with you. A close friend of mine who was a nurse, she became my friend, and she had gotten her life back on track where it needed to be. And Jeremy, I was going through this really hard time with depression and anxiety, because I'd been in a hospital room for a really long time. And she gave me a verse, and it was Psalms 91, and it was on a big poster. And I took that poster, and I had Brad. He found a way to get the poster and put it on top of my ceiling, so whenever I would be scared or lonely or depressed, I would always look up and read Psalms 91. And it's became my life verse, and I want to share this verse with you, okay? It says, "You who sit in the high God's presence, spend the night in Shaddai's shadow. Say this, God, you're my refuge. I trust in you and I'm safe. That's right, He rescues you from hidden traps. He shields you from deadly hazards. His huge outstretched arms protect you. Under them you'll be perfectly safe. His arms fend off all harm. Fear nothing. not wild wolves in the night, not flying arrows in the day, not disease that prowls through the darkness, not disaster that erupts at high noon. Even though others succumb all around, drop like flies to the right and left, no harm will graze you, Jeremy. You'll stand untouched. Watch it all from a distance, kind of like how you are now. You're watching it from a distance. You'll watch the wicked turn into corpses and die. Yes, because God's your refuge. The high God, your very own home. Evil can't even come close to you, Jeremy. Harm can't get through the door. He orders his angels to guard you, Jeremy, wherever you go. Their job is to keep you from falling down. You'll walk unharmed among lions and snakes, and you'll even kick the young lions and serpents from the path. Now, Jimmy, this is my favorite part. This is what always would give me hope. When the surgeons would be working on me in my room and I was in so much pain, I'd always read this part of Psalm 91. If you hold on to me for dear life, says God, I'll give you the best of care. I'll get you out of trouble. If you'll only get to know and trust me. Call me and I'll answer any time. I'll be at your side at bad times and good times. I'll rescue you, then I'll throw you a party. I'll give you a long life, Jeremy. I'll give you a long drink of salvation. And that's kind of what I wanted to end with. Jeremy, you're almost there, buddy. Just keep pulling through. Take it one day at a time, and slowly you're gonna get out of this, and you're gonna conquer this biggest challenge of your life. You're gonna beat it like you always do. You always beat it, Jeremy. And you've been always in the spotlight, whether it be in track or when you're an All-American athlete. You always had the eyes of people watching you, and they're still watching you. All eyes are on you right now, Jeremy. We're just waiting for you to wake up, and it's just going to be just a matter of time. Love you, buddy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.